Kevin, USC gets within 8, maybe has some life, and then would you make of the kind of the response there defensively, 2 field goals the rest of the way?
Yeah, I think those guys have been, I think having that happen at Indiana, having that happen at Nebraska, it wasn't a whole lot of panic. It was just more about getting back to what we were doing defensively, and I thought they did a good job responding.
Throughout 20, did you see the killer instinct from the team to kind of pull away for good, or was?
No, I mean, I think 32 hit 3 big threes that kind of give them credit. Muss isn't going away. I mean, that's a good basketball team that's well coached. So, we had a turnover. They hit a 3. We missed a layup. They hit a 3, and that's going to happen sometimes.
Hey, Kevin, your guys seem confident out there. You guys have won 8 of 9. People are talking about the Crab 5. Do you feel like something special might be happening with this team right now?
I just like the way they're playing. I think they do have a lot of confidence. I like our defensive intensity. More than anything, I like the fact that I can throw the ball inside on a consistent basis.
Kevin, I know we've talked a lot about Jacobe's consistency in his first time, through this league, but I think the same can be said with Rodney. 22 tonight. What's impressed you most about him over the last month or so?
Man, Rod's been good all year. I think what's really the best thing about Rodney is he's fun to coach. He's very coachable, and he's a great competitor. So, I knew he's a good player, but he's so consistent every day. Every game he leads us in plus minus. Every game, he's going out there and he's got a great knack. Just he's a scorer. So that's why I think it's helped him be so consistent.
Hey, Coach. Your guys, we've talked about the starters all year, but this offense in particular just really riding. Again, another great night from them. Have you ever coached a team where all 5 guys in the starting lineup are able to create their own shot as much as this group?
No, I mean, I think what's really unique about this group is, and again, I don't think enough people are talking about Julian Reese, is like he's my safety blanket. Like at any time I feel confident I can come down and throw him the basketball. And he has been as consistent as any big guy in this league all year. So when you have a talent like Derek and you have Jacobe and Rodney and Selt who can shoot it, but in this league there's going to be times where you got to get the ball inside the paint, and he's been really good.
Hey, Coach. You mentioned on Sunday kind of everything changing for Jacobe after the Washington game, just being so consistent. He's only scored less than 14 points once since then. What's kind of changed for him? Is that off the court, the way he's handling himself in practice, or is it just him getting more comfortable with Big Ten play?
I just think he's finally getting comfortable with Big Ten play. The size and length of guards that he's seen, he didn't see that at Belmont. He saw really good guards, but not the size and length. And I think it just took him a little time to kind of get used to what shots he can take, what shots he can do. I think he's comfortable in the offense now. Again, it still was a new offense for him for most half of the year. So I think he's just gotten much more confident in what he can do, and he's much more confident going into games now.
Hey, Coach, just 3 points for the bench tonight. I hate to be negative, but is there any concern at all with that, or no, given how the starters are playing?
No.
Anything else, Coach? Thank you.
All right.
Players will be in just a minute.